on one of your slides, you mentioned like I don't know if you called it like a regression or a change, but it had like TypeScript over to JS doc. Do you want to talk about that?
Yeah. So this is more about noting counter trend things that
Uh-huh.
might be interesting. Like now that TypeScript has won, what is the next frontier? And so I presented two paths. One, I actually heard some feedback from the TypeScript team that that slide might have been misunderstood. And first of all, I'm shocked that my talk reached the TypeScript team. But second of all, it wasn't meant to be that controversial. So there's two paths. One, which is build TypeScript into the language. So there's a stage one proposal right now for types as comments,
Mm-hmm.
which just means that you can get rid of the TypeScript build step. That's fine. It's unclear to me if all of the TypeScript syntax will be included. Are you going to end up with, in the attempt to formalize and standardize TypeScript, are you going to end up with like a crappy half subset of TypeScript that now
Mm-hmm.
people have to keep in mind? Well, so the other question is this the way that people want to write TypeScript? And so if your goal is to strip out the build step, maybe don't even write TypeScript. Just use JS types and use the language server that TypeScript comes with to give you the type safety, but you never actually have to write TypeScript, so you don't have to use the build step. And so the most interesting projects that have gone in this way are Deno and SvelteKit, which have moved from a TypeScript code base to a JS doc type code base, specifically for this reason, for build speeds and I think primarily for build speeds.
Yeah. I know that strategy is what JS Party panelist Chris Hiller does day to day, and he sings its praises. He really likes.
I tried it for my site and I was like, yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It's like the right combination of types when I need it, and then when I don't need it, it gets out of the way, and it doesn't complicate my build chain.
Yeah. Nick, you're nodding against what I just said. Are you?
I don't give Chris's ways any validation. All I'm saying. No, no, I just don't like writing comments, and I don't. I like the TypeScript syntax feels very, very natural to me, whereas
Right.
I don't know how to describe a lot of more complex things in JSDoc, and it seems overly
Right.
verbose. But
Right.
that's just me.
So the syntax can be a little ugly. That's for sure. But you can still sort of write your types in a separate file, like a TypeScript file, and import them.
Oh, okay.
If that's your concern, right?
Yeah.
So there's ways around it. It's just a matter of like, how much are you willing to futz around with your toolchain if you don't have it set up, or if your toolchain already understands TypeScript natively, then you never worry about it,
Sure.
which is great.
Then there's the other factor in Nick is if you start doing that, will they still let you MC at TypeScript Conf? And you might lose your MC spot. So
That's true.
you can't do
Yeah,
that.
I know. Yeah, I know for a fact that the TypeScript team doesn't like this. The fact that people are moving away, like it's the JS doc typing stuff is meant to be a stepping stone to TypeScript, and now people are using it to step away from TypeScript,
Uh-huh.
and they don't like that. But
That one backfired.